So I am, Ken is here, awesome, that's fantastic. So I'm flying solo tonight, no Dave. Dave had a last minute call from work, so I've made some slight adjustments to my plans. I won't have someone here that I can keep an eye on, so you know, I'm gonna have to trust that you're all being honest and are working out. But glad you're all here, glad you can make it. Just a couple of quick announcements, not many. Just for those of you who didn't see it on Facebook or aren't aware, Monday night, the Krav class, the cardio Krav class, I'm doing via Zoom. I'll post the link Monday afternoon on the FSK Krav page and the main FSK page. That way everyone can see it. You're welcome to join in. We'll go about 20-25 minutes cardio type workout, core workout, and then we'll get into some Krav stuff. So even if you're just looking for the fitness aspect and want to jump off after 20-25 minutes, that's totally fine too. If you're looking just for the Krav stuff, you can always jump in at about 20 minutes. So you know, there's that. It would be awesome to see some of you guys if you can do it. 7 o'clock on Monday night, and of course we're live here on Wednesday nights at 7. All right, let's get started. Hopefully you've kind of been moving around just a little bit. And I'm going to copy Monday night's warm-up because it's just a great way to get the whole body moving and warm and your joints loose. But let's just start with a nice light jog in place. Just kind of moving. You know, you can do like a make pretend jump rope. All right, just a little back and forth. Just get that heart rate up gradually. Swing your arms. And of course, if you have any requests, stuff you want to work on, stuff you want to see, just let me know. All right, time. Spread your feet out a little wider than your shoulders. Take it down for squats. Down and up. Let's go for 10. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go for 10 bootstraps. That looks like is you're going to squat down, you're going to reach out, grab your toes, straighten up your legs, feel stretch in the hamstrings. Come on up. Squat, touch the top of your feet, straighten up your legs, slowly back up so you don't get dizzy. Always roll up slowly. Let's go for 10. That was 2, 3, squat, touch your toes, straighten up, stretch your hamstrings, slowly come up. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, from here, let's go to 10 walkouts to a high plank. Just bend on down, walk your hands out to a high plank, walk it back in. 1, let's go for 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, going to 10 push-ups. Hopefully you're staying with me. You can always modify. If you're going a little slower and you're doing 8, that's fine, totally fine. If you want to go a little faster and do 12, that's okay. Let's go for 10 push-ups. Ready, go. 2, 5, 6, and 10. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put that whole sequence together to get ourselves warmed up. Awesome. Jenny, I'm glad you're here. I'll show you what it looks like first, and then we'll go 10. we're going to add a little extra to it. So we're going to squat. We're going to reach down, touch our toes, straighten up, walk on out. We're going to push up. We're going to add shoulder tap, walk it back, stand up slowly so you don't get dizzy, twist, twist, just to get a little of the back going, all right? So again, from the side, squat, touch the toes, walk on out, push up, shoulder tap, walk it back in, stand up slowly, twist, twist. Let's go for 10. And of course, you can do more if you want to go faster, do less if you're going slower. Just get that whole body warm, your joints loose. Ready? Go. Squat, touch your toes, walk on out, push up, tap, walk it back in, stand slowly, roll up one vertebrae at a time, twist, twist. Again, squat, toes. Tap, walk it back in, rise slowly, twist, twist. That was 2. Keep forgetting to squat. Twist, twist. Again. Shoulder tap, work it in. Rise slow, twist, twist. 5. 6. Squat, toes, walk it out. Push up, tap, walk it in, rise slow, twist, twist. 7. Twist, twist. Think about throwing those elbows behind you as you twist. 8. Come on, 3 more. 2 more. 9. 1 more. Last one. Toes. Walk on out. Push up. 2. Back. Slow. Twist. Twist. All right. Awesome. And now, you should feel a little warm. Blood should be moving a little bit. I'm feeling a little warm. So we've got, like all of our workouts, we've got a cardio piece to it that we do. I try to find compound movements where we can do some of our basic exercises, but also throw in some strikes and some kicks along the way. If you're joining just for the fitness piece, do the best you can, and I'll show you modifications where if you don't know how to throw the strikes, the kicks, where you can do the basic exercise. And like all of the workouts that we've been doing, either on Zoom or on Facebook Live, I've been throwing in a core portion for a couple reasons, but mostly because I'm finding I'm sitting at home more, as I'm sure some of you are, though not everybody. Huge shout out to all of our essential workers, and, first responders, and police, and fire, and nurses, doctors. But some of us are sitting home a little more complacent, so we want to make sure we keep our core strong. And keeping your core strong is essential to anything. Your health, your physical fitness, martial arts, if you're whether you're a Kyokushin fighter, you're Krav Maga, you're training in, strong core, strong body, you can fight back a lot better. So we're going to work the core again tonight. We've got a cardio set coming up. And then tonight my plan was to get into some of our combative works at a level 2, some of our combination, our inside defenses, and then we're going to wrap up tonight with a quick review of our rotational defenses. Choke from the front with a push, choke from behind with a push. We'll also take a look at it against the wall. So if you have a wall space, a little bit of a wall space, we're not going to hit the wall hard, but just have something to back up against. That's great. If not, you can watch that there at the end. And when we get back here, we've got plenty of wall space that we can use. All right, so get some water, get yourself a little bit of space. We got our core workout coming first. Awesome. All right, core workout. We're going to do an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So it means you just keep going. You take the breaks when you need the breaks. You know, it doesn't, They can be whenever, so whenever you need to kind of stop for a bit, you can. We got 3 exercises that we're going to do. I'm just going to keep going over and over and over again until 6 minutes is up. All right? You go at your own pace, make whatever modifications you need, but here's what we have for the exercise number 1. First exercise, you have Russian twist. We've done this plenty of times. If you can keep your feet up, that's great. You reach your hands out, you tap one side, then the other side. If you have to drop your feet, you can. That's fine too. All right? That's your Russian twist. And when we go for 50 of them, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it goes pretty quick. The second one we have is you can either do 50 crunches, or if you're a Krav student, do 50 avoiding attacks, like left, right. And by that I mean, when we're on the ground position, if somebody's in our mat, and someone's swinging at our head, we protect our head and we move. So when I'm counting this for us, when I say 50, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pull that straight out of last week's workout. And then we have 50 leg raises. You can do this any way you want, any style you want. You can go straight up and down. You can go in and out. You can do flutters. You can do this. Yeah, you can swing side to side. You can make big circles. Whatever you want to do, your modification, you can mix it up. But we want to work our lower core for that. All right? Hope that sounds great. Get yourself a little space, a little towel. We got a 6-minute core workout. 50 Russian twists, 50 attack avoids or crunches, and then 50 leg raises. Take the breaks as you need. If you can keep going without stopping, that's fantastic. Again, just do the best you can. All right, we're going to get started. We've got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, avoid attacks. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. Okay, leg raises, and again, go use your speed. You do not have to keep up with me. You can put your hands on your back, protect your lower back if you need to. Come on, hang in there. Awesome. Okay, guys, you got 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Hopefully you're starting your second round soon. Russian twists, avoid attacks. Yeah, after that you've got leg raises. You're more than halfway done. More than halfway done. You got 1 minute, 10 seconds. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Hopefully you can get 2 rounds done. Try to get 2 rounds done at least. Avoid attacks. And time. Oh, thank God, I didn't want to do any more leg raises. Whew, how was that? How was that? Let me see. For some reason, I'm not seeing any comments, so, or you're not commenting, which is fine. Must be a setting I have on my iPad. No worries. I'll answer them later, just like last week. Hopefully, that was a good workout for you, for your core. If you're able to do 6 minutes straight, fantastic. I was trying to push myself to not take a break, but certainly at any time as we go through our workouts, if you need to, you do that. Awesome. Heather's here. Fantastic. All right, now let's move into our cardio set. Grab some water if you need it, catch your breath, and we're going into our cardio set. For this, we'll do an interval set like we've been doing, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We have 6 exercises. So I'll take a quick look at all 6 of them really quick while you're catching your breath. Our first exercise, we're going to do skaters. All right, so just like inline skating, like you're racing, you're hopping over to one side, you're landing on one leg. You can put yourself in that sort of skater position, other leg is back, and you're pushing yourself over to the other side. So imagine a line in the middle of the floor, and you're trying to skate this way. And you're trying to really get that sort of explosive push. We'll play with that a little bit later in our fighting stance. Your second exercise, we got plank push-up to elbow. Plank push-up to elbow. So with that, we're going to go to high plank. We're going to drop elbows down. We're going to come back up to our hands. Elbow to one side, elbow to the other side. Down, down, up, elbow, elbow. Okay, second exercise. Third exercise, we have shuffles. You can do it in a passive stance, over to one side, over to the other side. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, go to your fighting stance, and you're going to shuffle by keeping one leg forward, one leg back. So shuffle to one side, you lift that front knee, shuffle to the other side, lift the back knee. Use your core. All right, we're going through everything this round, this whole set twice, so you can always switch your stance on the other side. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay in a passive stance, legs totally parallel, and do it other side. But just fast feet, getting that heart rate up. Exercise number 4, we're going to start in a passive stance. We're going to work our hammer fists. All right, so in your passive stance, you're going to start down here. Your hands come up. You're going to go take a little step, hammer fist to the side, come back, hammer fist to rear, come back. Hammer fist side, hammer fist rear, reset, up, side, rear, step, step, rear. Okay, so that's your 4th exercise. If you want to do an alternative to something like that, you could take it into, I would say, go into a lunge with a twist. So if you're not used to fighting stance and throwing hammer fists, your alternative could be lunge with a twist. Our 5th is sprawls. All right, if you don't know what sprawls is, we're dropping into that high plank position. If you can drop your hips down a little bit, great. For those of us with bad back, and want to just keep your core nice and straight and level, that's fine. And you pop up to a fighting stance. Drop down to a high plank, pop up to a fighting stance. So that's a little challenging for you. You can do it slowly. Take a deep squat, put your hands down, step, 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 and come up. There's your modification. And then in our last set, we're going to do knees. So for Krav folks, let's get into a fighting stance. You're going to use your rear knee, and you're going to work really just throwing quick knees. Okay? You can do it all one side the first round, or do like 10 and switch to the other side. I'll probably, if I remember to look, I'll tell you when it's halfway. But we're going through everything twice. Your modification for that, if you don't know, knees is you can take it into high knees. It's a nice high jog, or you can work just lifting if the jogging is a challenge for you. All right? So get yourself a little bit of space. If you're working out with someone, make sure you're not going to run into each other. I'll remind you before we start each one. But our first one is going to be skaters. We're going to start in 10 seconds. Again, do the best you can, modify. If something I showed you is not quite working, do something different. 3, 2, 1, go. So we've got those skaters. Try to push, push. Try not to drop the back foot. Halfway there. We got 5, 4, 2, time. My knee doesn't like that so much. Plank push-up to elbows. Plank push-ups to elbows. And go. Drop to your elbows. Come on up. Elbow, elbow. Halfway. 10 seconds. third, we've got shuffles. Awesome if you can try them from a fighting stance. And go side to side. But if you want to try it neutral, that's fine too. Ready? Go. Hands are up. Halfway. Time. So now we're going to work those hammer fists, kind of rest the legs a little bit. There's a little bit of stepping with the legs. Neutral stance, hands come up, hammer fist to the side, a slight step, come back, behind. Okay, ready, go. And you're lunging with a twist. If you need a modification. You're exhaling as you strike. Side, rear, side, rear. Alternating sides, halfway there. Time, rest. Got two more and then we'll repeat. We've got sprawls. Okay. All right, so your modification is to do it stepwise. To go down slow, step, step, up, stand up, or sprawl it out. Ready? Go. All folks should come up in a stance. And for our Monday night sprawl challenge, that's why we got this, to build up how many we can do. Come on. 16 seconds. Time. All right, so the last one, we've got knees. Knees. In a fighting stance, working knees. I'll tell you when it's halfway. You can switch on your own. You can do a certain number each side or go all one side and switch next round. Ready, go. Halfway, I'm going to switch. Time. We're back up to the top with skaters. Catch your breath. 3, 2, 1, go. Best you can. If you need to rest, rest. We'll go a little slower. Try to keep moving. Okay, come on, we got this. Halfway there. Five, 2, 1, rest. 5 more minutes. more minutes and we'll slow it down. All right, try to keep it up. We got plank push-ups to elbow next. All right, if it bothers you going down, just do regular push-ups. Ready? Elbow, elbow, up, up. Strike, strike. Exhale on those elbows. Don't hold your breath. Keep your core tight. 15 seconds. Rest. Woo. All right, we got shuffles next. If you did not switch your stance last time, switch, go other side forward. Okay, use your core, get those knees up. Think like leg checks. Ready, go. So we're exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. We're not holding our breath. Halfway. And time. Hammer fist, hammer fist. And remember the modification for that is lunge with the twist. We're alternating sides. Ready? Go. Side, rear. Side, rear. Exhale. Make sure you get that recoil. The hand comes back. Out, back, out, back. 10 seconds. Rest. Okay, two more. We got 45 seconds of sprawls. This is helping with the Monday night sprawl challenge. At least that's what I'm telling myself to get through it. Okay, you can step it out if you need a modification. Go. Halfway. Seconds. Rest. One more 45 seconds. We've got knees. I'll tell you when it's halfway so you can switch sides. Or switch on your own every 5 knees or something, whatever's working for you. It's our last round, we'll slow it down. Ready, go! And halfway, switch. Or keep going, whatever you're doing. And time. Awesome. Fantastic job. Grab some water, rest, catch your breath. All right. Awesome. So for those of you wondering what the Monday night sprawl challenge is, so we started it Monday night, but really working on a 1 minute timeline. How many sprawls can we do in 1 minute, right? And then trying to beat our number. We'll do it for a couple weeks in a row until it gets old, but you know, I'm trying to make 30 in a minute, and I got to 27. So, hey, Ray's watching, Warren's watching, awesome, fantastic. Great to have you guys here. Catch your breath. All right, grab some water if you need it. I do. And we're going to slow it down a little bit. I want to get into some combative work, work some of our combinations at level 2, work on some of our inside defenses, play with that a little bit. And then, as I said before, we will review our rotational defenses for our chokes, because we kind of, on Wednesday night, been working through the choke series. We took a look at the plucks. We did look at rotation a couple weeks ago. We'll look at them against the wall tonight, so if you join in a little bit later after I announced it. If you've got a little bit of wall space, that's great, or even just like a cabinet or something that you can back up against, a closet door, whatever, or even just like the door jamb. Just have that little bit of pressure against your back. And if not, just watch and make pretend. And when we get back in the dojo, we got the wall space that we'll use. So we'll take a look at that. All right. Okay, so like I said, slowing it down a little bit, working on some of our combatives. If you had put a towel down on the floor, maybe you want to take that up so that you don't trip. All right. We're going to come into our fighting stance. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Dominant side is back. For me, that's my right side. Bend our knees, hips underneath our shoulders. Shoulders back, head is up, hands are up high. And I wanted to start a quick review of our jab cross, or our 1-2. All right, so when we throw our jab off of our lead hand, so for me that's going to be my left side. If you're a lefty, you're probably the other side. In Krav Maga, we work dominant side back for your power for our first 2 or 3 levels. Once you get to advanced levels, you do start switching sides. But for now, for tonight, dominant side back. Jab cross, or as we call them, 1-2. Your 1 is your lead hand. Comes all the way out. Think of your 2 big knuckles doing the striking. Line up with your wrist, elbow, shoulder, hip. Okay? Your 2 is your rear. Similar thing. Right? So there's a couple of things that are happening when we're striking. When we're striking, we're not just sticking our arms out. If we just stick our arms out, technically we'd be hitting in this space here. Or we'd be crossing. And we wouldn't be getting much power into it at all. Be almost nothing. Right? And you have no structure when you go across. So in order to give yourself structure and to protect yourself, you add a little bit of a body defense into it. So when I throw that 1, not only am I pushing with my hip to get some power, I'm also kind of pulling my body back a little bit. You might notice that my shoulders come up and my chin tucks to kind of protect my lower part of my face a little bit. My other hand is up here. So when I throw that strike, it's where my face was, out here in the middle, here, by rotating my body. So my hip rotates forward, comes back. Other side, same thing. So my shoulders, I might be over-exaggerating it a bit to show, but my shoulders are moving with my hip. So my body is, as I'm going to throw a strike, is I'm kind of defending myself. Tucking my chin, getting some of my body out of the way, as strike. Okay, so let's work that. We're going to rotate, we're going to concentrate on rotating just a little bit more maybe than you're used to really get that hip and that shoulder happen. Hands are up, and let's go 1, 2. So left, right, or lead, rear. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so keep doing that. advanced students, if you got a little bit of space, start moving a little bit. So move, stop, 1, 2. Move, 2. If you're kind of new and you're just joining in, you can stay steady. 1, 2, 2. I'm going to move around a little bit. Okay. I'm always recoiling right back to protect my head. Go straight out, straight back. Straight out, straight back. Not out, down, out and back. Okay, pick up speed a little bit if you can. I'm exhaling as I throw the technique. Core is tight. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's build on this. So I wanted to throw in some of our elbows for our combative work tonight. So we're going to take that same motion, jab for the punch, or 1, 2, and instead we're going to go 1 and throw elbow number 3, or elbow to the front. So 1, here. 1, so it's my rear elbow. For me, that's my right, coming across. 1, 2. So my shoulders are still making that same rotation. 1, here, and everything comes back. So that jab goes out, got that rotation with the shoulders and the hip. As it comes back, the elbow comes across. This hand's protecting the head. The elbow just drops, and I'm back in my stance. Okay, so again, start off slow in your stance. Jab, elbow, return. 1, 2. 1 elbow. 1 elbow. Feeling comfortable? You can move a little bit. Okay, get a little snap into it. On this. And obviously at home, if you have a heavy bag you can hit, go over to the heavy bag and throw these on the bag. Now let's add to it. Let's take that original 1, 2 and use my left or your lead to throw that elbow number 3. So your third elbow, the elbow that comes across. So I've got 1, 2 elbow. So it's a lead elbow, 2. As this is recoiling and pulling back, I'm using that to throw that elbow. Point to my elbow stops right on that center line. Okay, and typically your lead elbow always feels a little bit weak. At least does for me. I'm a righty, so my left side's always weak, and plus you just don't have the power that you get from coming from the rear. But you're going to use that rotation, that recoil on your punch to throw that elbow. Okay, so 1, 2 elbow. 1, 2 elbow. Come back. Okay? And you can stay in place. Go slow. I'm going to move around so you can see different angles. And definitely advanced students, if you can, you should be moving around a little bit with this. Ready? Go. We're exhaling as we throw the technique. If it helps you, make a sound like I do. So let's put both of those together. So we'll make a little combination. And as you move around, just flow one right after the other, mix it up a little bit, but it's going to look like this. 1 elbow. 1, 2 elbow. 1 elbow. 1, 2 elbow. Okay? So if you're striking something, you might find you have to work your distancing a little bit with those elbows. As you're moving around in the stance, try to go from one to the other. So again, 1 elbow, 1, 2 elbow. 1 always being the jab, 2 being the cross. All right, and I'll move around so you can see different angles. You can certainly stay in place. All right, ready? Go. Okay, let's work this same idea with elbow number 6. And if you were here one of the first nights we did this, we went through all of the elbows. Not that you have to remember the numbers or anything, but it helps me when I plan for what we're doing. Elbow 6, rising elbow. This one. So we're going to just take that idea of rotation and we're going to shift that direction a little bit. So we're going to come off the 1, the initial strike, and instead of just coming straight back in, we're going to come up. So we're going to take that energy over the recoil and drive it up with that elbow. I'm still twisting the body, still driving with the hip, coming up with that elbow, up underneath the chin. Okay? So again, in your fighting stance, 1, rising elbow. 2, again, rising elbow. 1, up. Again, up. Okay, if you want, you can move around a little bit with it. Try a little more snap. Let's add the 1, 2, then the elbow. So the elbow will come off the lead side now. So we got jab, cross, rising elbow off the lead. All right, other hand coming back, protect your head. All right, so again, 1, 2, driving up. Reset. 1, 2, driving up. One more time slow. 1, 2, driving up. Okay, so again, work it slow if it's new for you. If not, move around. As soon as it feels comfortable, add some snaps and power to it. Time. All right, we're going to put both of those together and work that just like we did the first time. So 1 elbow, 1, 2 elbow, rising elbow. So again, 1 elbow, 1, 2 elbow, all from that squared based fighting stance. 1 elbow, 1, 2 elbow. Okay, so again, advanced Krav, you guys should be moving around. You can practice with switching sides. I'll stay same side for some of our beginners that are on tonight. Okay, so again, go ahead, get started. I'll do it a couple of times slow in front, and then I'll move around so you can see different angles. Ready, go. 1 elbow, 1, 2 elbow. Hands come back. 1 elbow. Once you have it, add a little power, add a little snap. Rest. All right. Catch your breath for a second, grab a sip of water if you need it. Hey, I see Corey Brown's on. Hey Corey, how are you? Guys, I'm not seeing comments, which is kind of stinks. I don't know the setting on my iPad. Must be off. I'm not even seeing thumbs up. So I hope you're here with me. I hope you're still working out. Hope you haven't given up yet. We got more to do. So after you grab a sip of water, we're going to do 2 1-minute rounds of this combative work with the strikes and the elbows. I'm going to put it all together. You can mix it up any way you want. And at various points in that 1-minute round, I'm going to call out sprawl. You drop, you do a sprawl, you come up and you keep moving. And that's what we'll do. And if sprawls aren't working for you tonight, if you don't have the space, you can just do a jump squat. So we could be moving around. We're doing elbows. And I called sprawl. If you can't sprawl, do a jump squat and come right back. So you're mixing up everything. You've got 1 elbow, 1, 2, elbow number 3. So horizontal elbow or forward elbow. So 1 forward elbow, 1, 2 forward elbow. You have 1 rising elbow, 1, 2 rising elbow. So you've got 4 combinations that you're mixing up, playing around. All right, we got 2 1-minute rounds. I'll call out sprawl. Sprawl, you pop right back up. All right, and obviously, if you want to throw in a couple other little things, if something slips, a knee here or there, feel free to throw that in too. All right, let's get ready to go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Time, rest. Woo. Breath. We're going to do the same thing. All right, same exact thing. Feel free to supplement something else besides sprawl if you don't want to do it. But the idea is to, whatever you're doing when we sprawl, we're putting ourselves in a disadvantaged position. I mean, yes, a sprawl is the defense against a takedown. Someone's diving for your legs. You sprawl, you kind of squat coming out of the ground. But also by doing it while we're shadow boxing, you're dropping to the ground and you're working that explosive pop back up. So that's part of it. So you can do any other explosive type movement. All right. We're starting in 5. One more round. 3, 2, 1, go. Almost there. And time. Rest. Woo, catch your breath. Relax. Drink some water if you need it. All right. This is where I miss not having Dave with me tonight. He could fill in the silence while I catch my breath and drink. And you have to carry the show along. It gets a little weird. All right. I want to get into rotational defense before it gets too late. I know we're closing in on an hour, but hang in there. If you're feeling tired, you can just watch. At this point, we've worked pretty hard. But let's take a look at those rotational defense. Any of our Krav Maga defenses are very hard to work without a partner, obviously. But if we can do it alone, if we can do it in the air, and we can get the technique down without a partner on us, making us feel threatened, where we sometimes when we're doing our defenses, we feel like we need to go harder or go faster because someone's actually trying to choke us. When you're doing it in the air, you can take the time to slow down and focus on the technique and focus on the skill. So that way, when we get back in the dojo and we get back with a partner, when you have the technique down, the effort is less. It's so much easier. Okay, so our rotational defenses in Krav Maga are the defenses against chokes when you're being pushed, whether pushed from the front or pushed from behind. When you're being pushed in either direction, we're not talking about a gentle push. If it's a gentle push, my plucking defenses, single or double, will work fine. Right? But we're talking about caught off guard, you're being shoved, maybe back against a wall, against a van, into an alleyway, and you may even be stumbling, losing your balance, being shoved backwards. All right? So that's the kind of defense that we're taking a look at. For all of our choke defenses, especially the rotational defense, we're imagining that someone's actually choking us on our neck and not just kind of giving us a shoulder massage. So it's really tight against our neck, and we have a limited window of time to release the pressure so we can breathe and then fight back. All right? So without having a partner to demo, most of you have been here before, you've seen it. If you're brand new, it's your first night jumping in, go to the FSK Krav Maga page. There's a link I just posted the other day that has a couple of demo videos. Look for rotational defenses. Choke with a push, and you'll be able to take a look at what it looks like doing it with a partner. But anyway, let's take a look at the one from the front. Someone is choking me from the front. I'm being pushed back. The first thing I'm going to have to do is catch my balance, and that may happen in a couple of steps. All right? So I'm going to just go sideways here. If someone's choking me, I'm being pushed, I'm going to be taking a couple of steps back until I eventually can kind of get myself into a high lunge where I can brace myself. The defense against this happens two ways. One hand is going to shoot up against my ear, the other hand is going to drive down, and I'm going to rotate my body. So if someone's hands are against my throat, when I finally get my balance, one hand is straight up against my ear, I'm squishing those fingers in here. Right? If you're having trouble getting your arm up against your ear, you can do a couple things. You can turn so your pinky is back, that might help. Or you can even just dip your shoulders a little bit, drop one down and lift one up. So now I've pinned that, and then the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to the person who's right in front of me choking, I'm going to pivot. So I'm rotating. So if you've ever done this with someone, you've probably felt your fingers get jammed in there. Right? And that loosens the grip. So I pivot, drop the elbow just to break the choke, elbow or hammer fist, depending on how close they are to you. Work straight here, step around, strike, knees, push, kick, whatever. Verbalize, get away from me, don't touch me, leave me alone. All right? So, advanced students, if you've got this, start working it a couple of times. For our beginners, I'm going to walk us through it. So we're going to start in a passive position. We're going to imagine we're being pushed. We're going to take a couple of steps back to catch our balance, and we're going to stop with our dominant leg in front, dominant hand up. So I'm a righty. So my right foot, right hand. All right, let's do that again. A couple of steps, we loosen our balance, stop. One more time. Big choke, a couple of steps. Okay. All right, one last time. Now we're going to add that pivot to it. All right, so I'm stopping with my dominant leg up, dominant hand up. Ready? Catch your balance, pivot. So now we're totally sideways, both toes are facing that direction. Drop the elbow, hammer fist, get around, strike, kick, verbalize. Look for your escape, run. Okay? So again, being choked from the front, take those steps back, dominant hand up, dominant leg out, here, drop, elbow, hammer fist, turn, pivot, get out, kick, look for your escape, run. Okay? Let's do it 3 times, and then we'll switch to the choke from behind. Ready, go. Get away from me! Oh, leave me alone! Get away! One more time. Get away! All right, awesome. So now, let's take a look at that. What if we're being choked from behind? We're being shoved and we're being pushed. So again, just like from the front, it's not a gentle push. You're probably pushed from behind and you're probably caught off guard. And your natural reaction is going to stumble and try and keep yourself from falling face down on the ground and being shoved to the ground. Again, the concept is the same. Someone's pushing you, shoving you, probably trying to get you against the wall or into a location, into a van, into an alleyway, or small little space. So you want to catch yourself and get out of that as quickly as possible. So again, you're going to do a very similar thing. You're going to be bringing one arm up, straight up, shooting the other arm down, and you're going to be using your feet to catch yourself. I'm going to back up since we're coming from behind. All right, so I'm going to walk us through it slowly. Choke comes from behind. Same thing that happens. I'm going to take a couple of steps. This time as I step, one hand is up and one hand is down. I need to make sure that I'm going to be able to turn in a good stance so that I don't trip over my own feet. All right? So again, in this case, my dominant hand comes up, but my non-dominant leg is forward. So my right hand is up, left is up. I stop myself this way because if I think about it, when I turn, I want to be able to have a space to turn and be able to move. Okay, to get out, to get that person away from me. Okay? So, advanced students, if you've got this, you've done this before, start working it on your own. And again, advanced students, you should even be starting with yourself like this, falling forward. And getting out. Okay? Everyone else, beginners, will walk through it a little bit slow. So, you're being pushed from behind. You take those couple of steps. Get into that sort of a semi-lunge position. Dominant hand is up, other hand is shooting down. You're going to turn. As you turn, now this person is still right here kind of choking on me. I'm going to drop that elbow, and I have a very nice hammer fist. That hammer fist to the side is perfect right there. So, hand is up, right there. And I want to take my legs and get myself out and away from that person. All right, so I've got someone right behind me choking. As I do this and turn, hammer fist, get away. Okay, so let me see if I can do that with my back towards you. Choke is coming on. Take some steps. Here. Right, remember that person is right straight back behind me. As I turn, I've got that hammer fist. I want to get out. They're right here and away from them. Strike. Get away from me. Move. Okay, so again. Choke comes on. Away! One more time with my back to you. Get away from me! Awesome. Okay. So again, sometimes hard to work with without having someone actually in your space so that you can see what that feels like as you turn and where your body winds up in relation to them. But what the most important piece of this is, with our rotational defenses, is getting that arm up nice and tight so you're trapping the fingers and pivoting the body so that you break that grip on here. All right? Whether you throw the elbow, hammer fist, a knee, a kick, tons and tons of hammer fists right to the face, poke the eyes, that it's all situational, it depends where you wind up. And again, there's no rules, it's what works for you. But let's take those 2 rotational defenses against the wall. We'll just go a few more minutes just to see what they look like, and we'll go from there, okay? So if you have some wall space, I'm going to go right over here. If you have some wall space, you're going to bring yourself up back against the wall, right? And remember that if you're being choked and you're being shoved back against the wall, The most important thing, if you're being shoved from the front, is you do not want the back of your head to hit the wall. You do not want to knock yourself out. And if you're being pushed forward, you do not want your face to hit the wall. So you're going to do like a modified break fall against the wall. So if I'm being pushed forward, when I hit the wall, if I can, I'm going to try and tuck my chin down and lift my shoulders up, but my hands are going to come down and I'm going to catch that wall. Just as if I were doing a break fall to the ground. All right, I got that same thing happening against the wall. Once I hit the wall, my dominant hand shoots up. I am definitely going to have to angle my shoulders so that I can make that turn. Because remember, if the wall is straight behind me, I can't just turn into it. So I'm going to have to do this to make that rotation. All right, so against the wall here, I'm shoved, the wall. Dominant hand comes up, pivot my shoulders so they're on an angle. I'm going to make a U with my shoulder over here to get out. All right, drop, hammer, turn, push, get away, get out of there. So my shoulder, when I said I made a U, imagine I had like a pen tip against my shoulder. So when I am tight up against the wall like that, in order for me to get out of it, my shoulder has to dip down and around. Now I'm to the side of that. Quickly, strike, strike, don't stay there, get out. Okay, so if you have a little space, a little wall that you can try that against, go ahead and do that. If you don't, I'll see if I can help you by doing it right here in the air. Okay, so imagine you hit the wall, do that break fall. Shoot one hand up. You can't step back, the wall is there. Twist your shoulders. Make it you to pivot out. Drop the elbow to break the choke. Maybe a hammer fist, but get out. And come out to the side. Remember, the wall is there, you can't go backwards. So again, hit the wall. Dominant hand up. Make it you. Drop, hammer, get out, get out, get out. Get away. One more time. Hit the wall. One hand up, one hand down. Scoot out. Drop, hammer, strike. Get away, get away. Okay, I'll demo against the wall again. Break fall. Get away from me. One more time. Very last one before we wrap it up tonight, that rotation of fence against the wall if you're facing the wall. Okay, so again, you do not want your face to smash into the wall. So just like you would work a break fall forward down on the mat, you're going to bring your hands up like this, and let your forearms take it, and you're going to turn your head to the side. Okay? So whichever way your head winds up turning, it doesn't matter left or right. I'm a righty, so I'm probably going to look right anyway. When I hit that wall, that's the hand that goes up, because I want to be able to look under my armpit to pivot out in that direction. I'll demo against the wall, and then we'll play with it a little bit in the air for those of you who don't have a wall to practice on. Advanced students, if you've got a little wall, go ahead and try to get 10 reps in the next minute. All right? So again, do it on this side. Against the wall, I'm being choked, pushed. I hit the wall, prevent my face from hitting. One hand up, it's the side that I'm looking. I look under my armpit and make the same kind of a U. All right, that guy, that attacker is now kind of here. I'm dropping this elbow to begin to break that attack. Step out, hammer fist, strike, strike, get away, run. So the most important piece is whichever way your head turns, that's the arm that comes up so you can look under that armpit. That's what helps you make that rotational defense. So if you don't have a wall, you're practicing it in the air, imagine you're being shoved, catch yourself. That hand, the direction you're looking, is the arm that goes up. You're going to look under your armpit, and remember, the wall is right here. So you're going to take this shoulder, and you're going to have to squish it under against the wall to break it. And you notice that as you do that, your legs are kind of twisted. You can't step yet because the wall's in the way. So as this happens, you want to get out quick. Don't stay there. Hammer fist is awesome right there. Strike, strike, get away, run. Okay, so remember, the attacker is behind me like this. He's behind me. I hit the wall, Here, they're still directly behind me, so as I start to turn, this is my opening. I've got to get out this way. Shh, shh, straight, get away, get away. Okay, one more time in the air. Shh, get away. One more time against the wall. Get away from me. Awesome. I hope that was helpful for you. I know we went a little bit past an hour. Thank you all for those of you who stayed in and were able to work through it. All of our choke defenses are part of the level 1 curriculum, and I know some of you really wanted to work on them this session. I'm really sad that we couldn't be here to work with each other, but that doesn't mean we can't learn them, or at least get some idea of them. So when I come back, we come back, and we're back in the dojo, and we're working with partners, and I say rotational defenses, you're like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. I've played with that a little bit in the air. So once again, thank you all for joining. For those of you who are still with me, Dave says hello. He had to work tonight, so he couldn't join in, and but he'll be back here next week. And Monday night, we'll do Krav class via Zoom. If you have any requests, if you want to look at something, whatever we can do, let me know, definitely. And I'll answer all of your comments afterwards. For some reason, on my iPad, I'm not seeing the comments and the thumbs up and all that stuff scroll up. I must have a setting kind of shut down or something. But I'll see if I can figure that out. I hope it was great. And we'll do a quick bow out, and I'll see everyone next week. All right, stand up nice and straight, hips back, heads together.